Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today I have for you an updated version of Yosenjus. We did get one Yosenju card in the mini box in Yosenju Kama 1. He, as his other counterparts, also allows you to normal summon a monster when he's normal summon. So you can go from 1 to 2 or whatever, which is really good. His effect though, if you control another Yosenju monster, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. That is really good, especially against synchro monsters and stuff like that. Your opponent loses a lot of resources when you send their monsters back. But the fact that he lets you normal summon other monsters really makes all the difference, because before you had to run 3 comma and 3 2. I mean 3 of the 2 and end of the 3, and if you had multiple of them you couldn't really summon more than one monster because it doesn't let you summon the same kind. So now that we have a variety, you have a higher chance of getting different names in your Yosenju monster so that you can summon more than one per turn. Other than that, the deck stayed pretty much the same. We do have Kiteroid now. I don't think I was using Kiteroid the last time. I'm pretty sure I wasn't, because last time I was using this deck I was running Balance, and this time I don't really have a skill for it. I have a Grit because I'm playing the new Joey and I'm trying to get skills for him. Originally I wasn't even running Grit, but then I got Grit, so I started running Grit, but it doesn't work too well because we're running Cosmic Cyclones, so a lot of the times we're losing the Grit to our Cosmic Cyclones. That's why you don't get huge value off of it. But every now and then you'll get that one duel where Grit really comes in clutch for you, and it could make all the difference. I do think Cyclone is needed just because of how many Canadias and Floodgates are in the meta right now. But I think 2 is enough. Anyway, for the rest of the Yosenju monsters, pretty standard. Double 3 and double 2. And then we have 1 Isna and 1 Sujik. I was running 2 Isna, and then he just started breaking me. Even at 1, he breaks me a lot. Half of the time when I have him, I don't have one of my commas, which is very unfortunate. So adding a second one just makes things that much worse. So I just went with 1 Isna, 1 Sujik, and 1 Ojam. Ojam, a lot of people don't like to run it. I think he is needed because alongside the Kiteroids, you need some sort of hand trap. You can't always rely on your back row because Cyclone is a thing in the meta, so they're going to be destroying your cards, banishing them. So you got to have some sort of hand trap. And Ojam can at least protect you from one attack at worst, At best, he can protect you the whole battle phase if your opponent doesn't have any monsters boosted over their original attack, which is really good. But yeah, 2 Cyclones, triple Yosenju Sword Sting, super good. It does target, so you can't use it against Cocytus and things like that. Biggest disadvantages for this deck, or worst matchups I should say, Dark Magician. You have to be extremely lucky to even have a chance against Dark Magician. And a lot of the times you can spend all your resources and all they need to do is top deck and navigation and you lose anyway. So super bad. Ancient Gears should go without saying, also a really bad matchup. The rest of the back row is just double Drowning Force and double Counter Gate, and that's pretty much it. You guys should know what Yosenju does. Again, the deck didn't really change much. We just got Kama 1, which is really good. And yeah, let's go ahead and show you some gameplay, man. My voice feeling a little rough because we just finished a tournament, a team tournament. It's pretty fun, but I did talk a lot, and I gotta record this real quick before I get some rest. But here we're going up against Element Saber, Invoked, which we all know and love. So I'm gonna use Drowning Mirror Force. He can only protect one of his Malehus, which is fine. We're gonna top deck the boy Isna. So not only will we be able to put 2 monsters on the board, we also get to draw. And I decided to just go ahead and give him his skill, his Sorcery Conduit. I'm fine with this. I have the Kiteroid to protect myself from the Cocytus, it's pretty much the only thing I can do. I can't deal with Cocytus unless he were to attack into my O-Jam without being boosted from Alistair. So it's very unlikely. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get to my Kama 2 eventually and just hit him directly. He summons Kaliga, which Kaliga does counter Yosenjus a little bit, because if you normal summon and then you use that effect to normal summon another monster, I believe they don't come back to your hand anymore. You can't activate that effect, you can draw. So it is a good counter for this deck, but it's not particularly threatening. So we're gonna use Countergate. Thankfully Countergate does not target, so we can stop that attack and draw. Set the Cyclone. We could go Kama 1, but again, if we do that, if we use Kama 1 to summon another monster, I can't activate Kama's effect to bounce this back. So eventually I'm gonna bounce it with Sting. I'm just waiting for the right moment. Right here we're gonna use Kydroid. We pick up another Countergate. Again, I don't want to waste my Sting unless I need to. I want to get to my Kama 2 so I can start attacking directly. There's Countergate. We get Kama 3 and Kama 2, so now let's try to do some damage. Had I gotten my boy, the one that boosts you, I could have won in one turn. But because I don't, I have to, you know, I have to hope for the best. The following turn, I still have a Kydroid and I still have the O-Jam. So we're just gonna summon all three. Draw. We pick up another Sting, which is perfect. Literally what I need, since my opponent is gonna go into Kaliga once again. But he can't kill me. He can only attack with one monster, so the Kaliga is also blocking him, which is good for me. Goes for the attack. We'll let this one through because it's not really a threat. Activate Sting. Send the Kaliga back. The whole time that back row was not activatable, so I assume it was another dead Cyclone and we finally win the game. Slowly but surely. This deck is definitely a slow one. Unless you're lucky, your opponent has nothing and you're able to summon 3 monsters in one turn to go for game. That did happen, but most of the time it's a slow grind with direct attacks, small pokes from your monsters. Alright, we got Arcana, Spell Specialist, 30 card Shiranui. No need to show him what we are playing. Or Cosmic Cyclone is going to get Galaxy Cyclone, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. We'll keep the Kydroid, again, not a huge threat. We're gonna go Kama 3 into Kama 2, hit him directly, get the boy Kama 1. And this is a really good setup because I can search, I can attack directly, and I can bounce, whatever I want to do. And he's gonna go Samurai Saga. We have the Kydroid. And in this search, we're going to search O-Jam so that we're able to stop at least 2 attacks, you know. We got O-Jam and we have the Kydroid. However, because I was able to just bounce his monster and his back row was pretty much nothing, we finally get the scoop. See, Arcana. I was ready for a long replay. I didn't realize that I was winning right then. Okay, Yami Yugi. I think this was a more intense battle against 30 card Shiranui. Yeah, this is the duel I thought we were watching. So here I'm already using Grit. I got the skill, put it on. I'm gonna try to take advantage of it. Alright, so good start. No grass for him. We're gonna set Sting and Drowning. Now, I didn't want to activate Sting right here because if we send this guy back to the hand, he's gonna get the special summon from his deck, and I don't want him to get a Gosuki. So I'm gonna wait until he synchros, and then I'll bounce the synchro, that way he doesn't get the plus off of the Samurai Skull. There's a Squire Saga, activate immediately before he tries to destroy anything. He's gonna go for a Spectral Sword, which is fine. We're gonna use the Drowning. I'm trying to protect my Grit. Plus I have Kydroid, so I'm feeling pretty good. We're gonna draw. We try to activate the Kama 1 to send the Spectral Sword back to the hand. I didn't want to put it in the grave, obviously. And it works out for me because I get him to waste a World Legacy Clash. And I say waste because it was only 800 less damage. And my attack goes back to normal because my monster goes back to my hand. Squire is going to summon a level 3. Goes into Squire Saga. And this is unfortunate, right? Because now I can't use... Oh, never mind. It's a Cosmic Cyclone, so it doesn't matter. We're going to rely on the Kiteroid here. I still want to keep my grit in case I need it. Needlebug Nest. Kiteroid. Now obviously there was no point in setting my counter gate right there because he can just banish and destroy with Squire Saga. Now that I have a monster, I can go into Kama 1. And the reason why I didn't do this the previous turn is because I knew he had a Spirit Master. And I wanted to be able to have 3 monsters, so no matter what he destroys, I'm either going to bounce something, I'm going to attack directly, and I'm going to draw. So that's why I waited and just didn't do anything last turn, relied on the Kiteroid. Now we have Kama 1, Kama 2. So his Spirit Master is going to destroy my Kama 1. Which is fine. We still get to poke directly and we get to draw. And remember, this whole time we've been using Kiteroid because I'm saving the grit, right? If he doesn't notice that I have grit, he could have forced me to use my O-Jam right here by activating Shogun Saga's effect, because if he makes this guy over 4000 and hits me once, then my grit activates and now he can hit me with Squire Saga to finish the game. But because he didn't do that, I'm actually able to take both hits with my grit. We pick up a Sting, which is perfect. Let's draw, poke directly, pick up a Kiteroid. We have a Sting and we have an O-Jump, so not really a whole lot he can do. We're gonna go ahead and use Sting immediately before he tries to destroy our back row. Cyclone is nice, but again, Kiteroid, O-Jam, what are you gonna do? He's also running out of time, I should say, because he was really thinking of how to play around all the stuff I had. Even though he summons 3 monsters, once again he didn't activate Shogun Saga's effect, so his attack stays at 3000, meaning he can't even get over my O-Jam. He's gonna have to attack with this first. I eat that attack, and then he has to go with Samurai. But he can't do that because I believe... Yeah, because if he tries to do that, he'll lose the game. He doesn't have enough life. Either way, he ends up running out of time and I get the win. That's why I paused it there, just to show the scenarios. I was gonna win no matter what. 2 more duels. This was a long and strange duel against Ritual Beast. I honestly didn't know whether I was ahead, whether I got lucky, because I'm not too familiar with Ritual Beast. I kind of know what they're trying to do. I know they're unaffected when they attack, things like that. But definitely my opponent had a very low start, not a good hand. But neither did I mean, let's face it. So he opened up Kanahawk, banishes 1. I'm going to use Cosmic Cyclone on a Cosmic Cyclone, which really sucks. I also didn't pay attention that when I summoned my Sujix, this card was activatable. And then it wasn't for the longest time, and I completely forgot about that. I should have paid attention to that, and you'll see why later. But anyway, normal summons a Paleo. I'm going to go ahead and use my Drowning Mirror Force right now. I want to save my Kiteroid, and I don't want to take that much damage. Here, no activation. I should have noticed that, but I didn't. Kanahawk's going to be added, I guess, whatever. Sets 3 back row. I'm going to summon Sujis. Again, it was activatable and then he wasn't. And I didn't notice that. He has 3 back row. There's only 1 that I need to take care of. And I don't. I use my Cosmic Cyclone. I don't target this. Biggest regret. It's a treacherous. So just like that, I lose my Kama 3 and I lose my Isna, which was going to be my draw power. Here, I know he thinks he's won. But I have 2 ways of stopping the the ritual beast he's gonna summon, I can use my O-Gem or I can use the Kiteroid. I don't want to discard my Sujisk right now, so I'm just gonna use the Kiteroid. Pick up a comma 1. We're gonna force the tag out, which is whatever. We don't want to destroy Winda, so I just destroy this guy. But I think he picks up another one immediately, so... yeah, it picks up another Elder. We still have the Kiteroid. And this is where the big brain begins for us. He's at 1400 attack. If we're able to get a comma 2 and boost in with Sujisk, we'll win the game. That's all I'm thinking of right now. He gets a Pelio. Now, when this thing attacks, it's unaffected by everything else, including the boost. Meaning I can summon my O-Gem in attack position, and he's gonna have to crash if he wants to go through with it. Even though I should keep comma 1, comma 1 is not very good right now, because he can just tag this out if I try to bounce it. So I'm gonna keep my Sujisk and hope that I can get to my comma 2. And that's why I'm gonna discard right here. Actually, what am I talking about? I can search. That's the whole point. I'm summoning O-Gem in attack position, because I can just search my comma 2, and that gives me the win. So even if he crashed with ulti Apelio, I still had my Kiteroid for the regular Apelio attack. So we're gonna survive no matter what. We're able to search or comma 2, we pick up another one in our draw phase, and we win the game. Then last but not least, going up against Only for Fun from China. And he did have a fun deck. I will give him that. Neo Space. Alright, so we got the Grit. We're gonna go ahead and set 3. O-Gem, not an ideal start, but it's whatever. We have pretty good back row. Keeper, special summon the Elemental Hero Neos. It goes for Neos Fusion using the one from his deck. And unfortunately my O-Gem is no more. Now, he doesn't attack. He's playing against the back row, which is smart. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Cyclone to force him to banish the Neos Fusion if he wants to keep Aqua Neos. He does not, so he goes back into the deck. We pick up comma 1. We can't do anything with him, so we'll just keep him in there in our hand. Now, I was very surprised here that he didn't summon Dolphin and went back for Aqua Dolphin and discard my hand. I was very lucky there. He's playing around the Drowning, which is smart, but that gives me my counter gate. Unfortunately, I pick up another comma 1, so I can't bounce anything back. Goes for the Neos Fusion. I have to activate my Sword Sting right now because I don't want him discarding my comma 1. Plus, he already used Neos Fusion, so he can't really special summon. Attacks into a Drowning, and then we finally see the scoop. So yeah, he didn't want to take that anymore. But I don't blame him. He used both his Neos Fusions. Didn't really have more resources than that. But yeah, here's the updated deck. You know, at the beginning, I kind of hated this deck. But seeing how much he struggles against things like Dark Magician and the obvious Ancient Gears, I kind of feel bad for it. And I like playing it now. I think it's a cool anti-meta deck. And it's not as toxic as other versions of Stall and Burn. So yeah, I'm gonna play this some more. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.